Hello everyone, this is methlokaiju, and today I'll be talking about some brand new Godzilla 2 information. Today I'll just be talking about rumors and potential major spoilers for the movie. Now, ever since the secret screening for Godzilla 2, a couple days back, I don't know if it was a week ago, somewhere around there, there's been a ton of people claiming that they were there, and that this happened, and that King Ghidorah looks like this, most of which come from 4chan. And I mean, some of them are just so ridiculous, so retarded. I remember I saw one that said that there was a giant colony, like thousands of human-sized Dorats appearing. I don't know, that's just so retarded and stupid. But I did find two sources from 4chan, which again, not really a good source whatsoever, but they're the most realistic ones. They seem like the most plausible ones. One of them is regarding the designs for the monsters, which somewhat fishy, and the second one is the plot, which does seem way more realistic than any other supposed leak out there. So let's just dig in, talk about the designs of the monsters and the plots of the movie. Let's dig in. First off, with the designs. This person described King Ghidorah as being more serpentine than dragon-like, with his heads hissing all around, and the main head shaped like a cobra. Now, this is what I was talking about, is somewhat fishy. I don't know about head shaped like a cobra, that seems a little bit off. We'll see. The head's more described as making noises made from several animal cries and quote-unquote laughing. While the head and faces are similar to a Chinese dragon, the elements of a falcon, a wolf, and a crocodile with a mane/hair on the back, similar to a lion mane. So that is pretty interesting. Laughing, similar to the Showa King Ghidorah, which, if that is the case, that's pretty awesome. It seems that the heads and faces are dragon-like, with a mix of some other animals, and there is some mane on the back, kind of like Showa King Ghidorah, so that's pretty interesting, if that is the case. Now on to Mothra. Mothra has a bat-like face. I don't know about that, to be honest. Seems a bit fishy. Her wings glow blue and orange. Now, there's many sources saying that Mothra does have glowing wings that glow blue and orange, so this one I think seems a bit more plausible. Now, this is really odd. She supposedly has quote-unquote tails that she uses to drag the other monsters around in combat. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Now let's talk about Godzilla. Godzilla is slimmer this time and has a quote-unquote red chest that glows in certain scenes and is a key factor in the final battle. So this does correlate with the, quote-unquote evolved Godzilla, quote-unquote power-up Godzilla that was described in another leak, so that's pretty interesting. Only changes to Godzilla written is that the underbelly was a dark brick red, and his spines are slightly larger, so I think those are pretty good changes if that is the case. Now Rodin. Rodin's look in the film is heavily inspired by mold trees. Not really sure that's how you pronounce it, but it's basically a Pokemon, which, yeah, I don't know about that. That seems a little bit odd, so we'll see. The only time Rodin, is described to have quote-unquote fire on him is when he generates heat while flying top speed, and he starts shimmering, emitting heat waves. So that is also pretty interesting as well. So again, take all of this with a huge grain of salt, okay? There's lots of red flags here and there, kind of like the, head shaped like a cobra from King Ghidorah, that's a little bit odd. Mothra having tails, that's a bit odd as well. So there is tons of red flags here, but it's the most reliable of the quote-unquote design leaks from what I've seen. Now this next one, which is the plot, seems way more reliable, way more realistic, so I'm just gonna tell you guys about this, so yeah. Next up, as I mentioned, the plot. Now this plot mainly describes the battle that happens, not so much the human characters, so I just want to get that out there. First battle, it seems, is Godzilla vs. Rodin. Opening battle set in Mexico, resulting in Rodin escaping and Godzilla chasing after him. City is destroyed, which starts the human plot. Next up is Ghidorah's reawakening. It is implied through the Kongsko Island post-credits that Godzilla and Ghidorah once fought in ancient times, and that the current Godzilla is the same Godzilla. Monarch has built a research base on top of Ghidorah. A group sabotages the base, which awakens Ghidorah. Ghidorah destroys the base in a glorious fashion and flies away, which does correlate with another 4chan leak from a couple months ago. Next up is Rodin versus Mothra. This is a very brief battle. Rodin is intercepted by Mothra. The two have a dogfight, results in Rodin running his head through a building and knocking him out. That is pretty specific, so we'll see about that. Next up, Mothra versus Godzilla. Godzilla comes ashore from following Rodin, only to meet Mothra. The two duke it out, resulting in Godzilla being temporarily blinded and melting part of the city with his atomic breath. Famous landmark destroyed here. So he's temporarily blinded by what? Maybe it's that little, I don't know, that weird substance that Mothra shoots out from a leak a couple, like, it almost felt like a year ago, but it was a couple of months ago. Could be that. And next up is Ghidorah versus Godzilla versus Mothra versus Rodin. So it seems, according to this source, there is no team up similar to the source Mr. H claimed to have. So it seems these are pretty connected. Anyhow, it describes it as cutting back to Godzilla and Mothra's fight. A large shadow cloaks the two in darkness as Ghidorah makes his appearance. Ghidorah attacks Godzilla first as they quote-unquote recognize each other. Rodin gets a sneak attack Ghidorah from behind, which hurts Godzilla and Mothra. The battle itself is more or less described as a free-for-all, with moments of Godzilla, Rodin, and Mothra unintentionally helping each other, which does make sense because that would be the case in real life. Anyhow, Ghidorah ultimately gains the upper hand and starts picking each monster off. Now right here we do get into death, so here we go. Rodin is first to die. One of Ghidorah's heads catches him by his throat, and the other two clap down one his wings and shoulder, ripping a wing off. After Ghidorah lifts Godzilla in the air and drops him, Mothra rushes in to attack Ghidorah's head while he's distracted with Godzilla. She gets badly damaged through the bites and being set ablaze by Ghidorah's fire attack. She survives and attempts to fly away, only to crash into the ocean. Ghidorah walks back over towards Godzilla and attempts to finish him off, only to be blasted in the face by his atomic breath and retreat. So, according to this source, I mean, yeah, lots of things happen. According to this source, Rodin dies. Okay. Mothra, I guess, survives. She does crash land into the ocean. She basically retreats, very, very injured. It seems King Ghidorah also retreats and doesn't get killed as well. So that is also very interesting as well. So, yeah, that's basically our first video. What are your thoughts on this information? Yeah, there's just so many leaks out, quote-unquote leaks out there. Really, who knows? There's probably some other source saying that King Ghidorah dies in the movie. But there is some connections here and there, like Godzilla having a red, something red, glowing red chest, for example. That is connected in some other leaks. Mothra having blue and orange wings, again, that does correlate with some other leaks. No team up, that correlates with some other leaks. I don't know, it's just all mixed up. I don't know, it's just very confusing, very perplexing, so it's really hard to decipher which one is true, which one is just, half BS, half true. It's just very complex, very complicated situation currently. So that being said for this video, subscribe, like, and comment. This is methlokaiju signing out.